Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to talk about how to make him think about you 24/7. Now, ladies, remember, if you want to get a high quality man, it will take a lot of work and effort on your part. Don't believe that looking cute is all that it takes. It isn't. You need to be able to show him all of your feminine qualities so that he will get really hooked on you. Now remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Now let's get to the topic. Number 1, don't chase after him. Remember, a lot of men find the chase exciting. It is one of the ways for you to get him hooked on you at the very beginning. Instead of being the one to send all the text messages or starting the conversation, let him be the one to do it. Don't be the first one to say good morning, or don't be the first one to call and ask, what are you doing today? Let him be the one to go after you. Let him be the one to figure out what text message am I going to send her this morning so that we can have a conversation. Let him be the one to worry about all of that. Now, dropping a few hints is totally fine. It's a great way for you to let him know without being too upfront that you are interested and that you would like to hear from him. For example, if you were texting the entire day and now it's nighttime, he says, good night, it was great chatting with you. You can return the compliment and say something like, it was really great chatting with you too. I hope you have a wonderful night, sweet dreams, all that stuff. Just give him enough to let him know that you would like to hear from him again tomorrow. If he really likes you, he will be the first one to send the good morning text. So don't chase after him. Let him figure it all out. For many men, the chase is part of the fun, and if we play it right, we can get him hooked at the very beginning. Number 2, have interesting conversations. If you want a man to get hooked on you, if you want him to think about you 24/7, then you need to give him something to look forward to. If all you do is give him one-word answers to all of his questions, or you don't even bother asking questions about his life and his interests, you're not curious about him at all, then you're going to give the impression that you don't really like him, that you're not really interested in him. Worse, he may end up thinking that you're just self-absorbed and that all you're interested in is talking about yourself because you're not asking questions about him. You're not trying to find out more about him. For example, he really loves history. Now, you may not be a history buff, but it is a topic that he likes to talk about. He spends a lot of his time researching on things like the Romans or the Greeks. Now, he might end up talking to you about the Battle of Thermopylae. It may not be an interesting topic to you, but he's really passionate about it. He's telling you all of these amazing stories about the Greeks and the Persians, the Last Stand, and all of that stuff. If your response to all of that is just, oh wow, that's great, then that might not inspire him to further the conversation with you, and you might not hear from him again. Remember, it's important for you to show interest in his interests. Be curious about him. Try to learn more about him. This is a great way for you to figure out if the two of you will ever be compatible with each other. Number 3, don't deceive him. Don't pretend to be someone that you're not. You may think that his type of woman is a sexy, mysterious lady, but you're really more of the tomboy type, and you love games, you love playing soccer, sports is everything to you. But because you have this idea of what a sexy, enticing woman is, you decide to change your personality in the hopes that you can hook him. And that's wrong because in a way you're not being truthful. You're hiding who you truly are. And in the long run, it's really going to be hard to maintain this facade. Your true colors will show up at some point. You can't hide it forever. If he is the man for you, then he will accept you just as you are. Number 4, keep living your life. Just because you're interested in a man doesn't mean that you need to stop everything that you're doing to accommodate him. That's not what you want to do, and that's not what a high quality man will want you to do. Remember, one of the things that men love is the chase. If you're always available to him, then he's not really chasing after you, is he? You're just always there. So it's important for you to keep living your own life. Continue to hang out with your friends and family, make new friendships, discover the world. There is nothing that should stop you from doing this, including a man. It will show him that you are a woman that is worth investing precious time in. Once he realizes that you're not always available, that you're not always free on the weekends, then he's going to try to figure out, well, when can I see her? I can't see her this week. Can I see her next week? He's going to have to really put in the effort to see you, and that's part of the chase that men find so exciting. Number 5, show him your feminine qualities. A lot of men love it when they feel very masculine, when you allow them to be masculine. So let him be the one to open the door for you, let him pull out the chair for you, let him act as a gentleman. When you're having a conversation, don't overpower him. Allow him to speak his piece and then respond in a soft, feminine manner. Number 6, don't text him long paragraphs. Now, if the two of you are having a really interesting conversation and you're both really into it, that's great. But if you realize that you're the only one that's really making the effort to have an interesting conversation with him and he's just giving you one-line sentences, then maybe this isn't the kind of man that you would want to invest your time in. One common mistake that we women usually make is when we're really interested in a guy and he's not really reciprocating that interest, we tend to go overboard. We send them long paragraphs when we're texting, trying to get him to talk to us more, trying to prolong the conversation, even though he's not really putting in a lot of effort anymore. So when you notice that he's really not putting a lot of effort into talking with you or chatting with you, then maybe it's time for you to talk to somebody else. Don't give more than what he is willing or able to give you. Number 7, set boundaries. You need to let him know that there are boundaries that he is not allowed to cross. This will inspire him to respect you as the amazing woman that you are. These are just some of the ways that you can get a guy obsessed with you and thinking about you 24/7. Now remember, ladies, you can't force a guy to be interested in you. The best thing that you can do is show him the amazing qualities that you already possess. And if he's interested in you, he will get hooked on you. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Love Hub channel. Until next time.